you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. And the Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies offense will get the first swing of the game. As many good things as the Oregon coaching staff had done, they certainly had the monkey on their back. 0 for 3 against Washington in their first 2 years, all one-score games. They finally got it right a year ago, and you got to think the Dogs are now looking for payback.
Yeah, it was a 28-point beatdown. So they got the monkey off the back. Dan Lanning gets his first win versus Washington. This is always a great rivalry game, and Oregon got the momentum back in this series a year ago, Palmer.
Yeah, they did. They had great balance on offense, too. Remember Dylan Gabriel throwing it and Jordan James on the ground running it. So they're going to look to do a little bit more of that in this one today.
Off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Gonna run it. It's Coleman. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Williams looking for a man. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Fires to the big fella. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Oregon's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island.
Gashing the D on the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
And on third down, QBs just have to play a little bit faster. You're anticipating blitz. You know you're probably going to have to get rid of this football just a little bit sooner. I think the quarterback held on to it just a tad long, and that helped lead to the incompletion.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Moore will throw. Got his man out of the backfield. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, five-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job, because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback, because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, and forcing the incompletion.
Williams will pass. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Washington. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Extra point here will tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting, stud in the secondary, 5-star defensive back, gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed, the measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie. He's got it inside the 25. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Moore to the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's got it on the outside. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
On the run, it's Hughes. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Pressure coming. It's complete on the right side. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Ducks are rolling down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Unloads quickly. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Ducks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On the run, it's Coleman. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He's got it and still on his feet. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. They're up by a touchdown here in the first.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll leave it with him. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Moore will throw. The quick out. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule.
Turning it on. Quick step and go. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
The Ducks have this offense rolling. He'll keep it himself. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. Takes it on the shovel. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Williams looking for a man. The sure hands, it's Evans. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Extending the play. He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. It's complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. He'll do it himself on the draw. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The play action fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Huskies!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Moore to the air. Got his man quickly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Stewart.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
To the air on second down. They've got the screen set up. Inside the 30. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got it behind the line. It's Hughes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed at so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Sends it back in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Working that left side now. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Makes the catch near the sidelines, but he's downed immediately before he gained an inch. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Moore will throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's low. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing? And they're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive linemen? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Williams will pass. Good timing on the quick out.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Washington will snap it in the red zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards.
He's going to fire deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back at the 20. He goes out of bounds. No time remaining on the clock, and that'll do it for the first half. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Got a man, it's Stewart. There he goes. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. New set of downs after the completion. Moore to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Wants to throw again. This time he's got it. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Ducks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Finds his man, it's Whittington. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. The Ducks will punt it away on fourth down. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Off play action on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on second and long. To the ground with the back. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football, even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Washington sends out the punt team. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. From midfield, looking for room. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Williams looking for a man. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
With the catch, it's Green. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Man, oh man. team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guy.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense have had some bright moments. They've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And the Huskies are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Bringing the heat.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on 40.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll give it to the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Ducks send out the punt unit. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Washington sends out the punt team. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Pulls it and fires to the left. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Makes it past the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The Ducks are marching down the field. Moore will throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Whittington. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch.
Man, that's all summer. That's all.
Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Floats it out in space. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Finds the tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the 2nd level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And you can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Williams will pass. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Here's the handoff. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Finds his big tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Whittington. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Rushes on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get the sack.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He lets it fly. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Sees him in open space. An opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. When you used to be able to make that play years ago, you're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now they regain the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking for a crease. It's Whittington. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They go to the ground. Fighting off the... Just dismissing tackles. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Off the play fake on first down. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Williams looking for a man. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Finds his tight end. Still running at the 40. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Oh, they blocked the kick. Powers through the defender. He did not get there, and this defense trying to slam. On this game.
That time, what a surge right up the middle of the field. They were able to get penetration and block the kick.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll start this drive going to the air. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And that's perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the down. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.